have a lifelong fear of water that I can't seem to overcome. Scuba certified, swiftwater rescue training. I still don't like water.
Ranae Holland, the fearless scientist from Finding Bigfoot, has broken her silence after years of mystery. For so long, she stayed quiet, watching from the shadows while rumors grew and questions never stopped. But now, she's speaking, and what she just revealed shocked the Finding Bigfoot community. Was it a confession, a discovery, or something far more unbelievable? Join us as we uncover the truth behind Ranae Holland's truth and what it could mean for the future of Finding Bigfoot. Her voice beneath the mystery. Ranae Holland, best known as the skeptical scientist from the hit TV series Finding Bigfoot, has always stood out for one reason. She's the only team member who doesn't believe that Bigfoot exists. But what makes her story truly interesting isn't her disbelief. It's how she combines science, curiosity, and empathy while exploring one of the world's most famous mysteries. And over the years, she's had a lot of thoughtful things to say about it. Unlike others on the show, Ranae's approach is calm, logical, and deeply human. She's not just a scientist on television, she's become a voice of reason and compassion in a world that often feels divided between belief and doubt. From the very beginning, Ranae made her position clear. She can't believe in Bigfoot unless there's solid evidence. As she's often said, as a scientist, I depend on proof. For Ranae, science isn't about destroying people's hopes or calling their experiences fake. It's about asking questions, testing ideas, and looking for truth. That's what makes her so important to the conversation. She doesn't reject the mystery, she simply wants to see the evidence first, just as real science demands. What many people find surprising is that, despite her disbelief, Ranae Holland still loves the idea of Bigfoot. In one interview, she smiled as she admitted that she enjoys Bigfoot stories and finds them fascinating. Even though she doesn't believe the creature is real, her curiosity keeps her interested in the mystery surrounding it. To Ranae, Bigfoot represents more than just a legend or campfire tale. It's a symbol of the unknown, a reminder that our planet is still full of wild and unexplored places. She has even described Bigfoot as the protector of the woods, a guardian figure that reflects how little humans truly understand about the natural world. In her public talks, including her inspiring TED Talk, she often repeats one key message: think critically and curiously, and embrace belonging as a tool for communication. For Ranae, curiosity isn't just about collecting data or running experiments. It's about listening to people with different views. She believes that when we stay curious, we stop fighting and start understanding. That's how conversations move forward, whether we're debating Bigfoot, climate change, or politics. Ranae Holland is known for the genuine respect she shows toward people who believe in Bigfoot. She never mocks them, argues with them, or tries to prove them wrong. Instead, she focuses on understanding their experiences. She once explained that she is just trying to understand what happened to them. This statement reflects her empathy and open heart. When someone claims to have seen Bigfoot, she doesn't dismiss their story or roll her eyes. She listens. Even if the creature wasn't really there, she believes the person's experience feels real to them, and she wants to understand why. Through her travels across the country with Finding Bigfoot, Ranae witnessed something troubling. Not about creatures in the woods, but about the people in America. She noticed how divided communities had become. Rural towns that once thrived on shared values now seemed torn apart by politics and mistrust. People weren't just disagreeing, they were stopping communication altogether. Ranae saw this up close and began to speak out about it. She started using her platform to talk about empathy and compassion, even in conversations where facts are in dispute. She believes that we can't reach understanding through arguments, only through listening. In her eyes, the Bigfoot debate is a reflection of something larger. It's not just about believing in a creature, it's about how we handle differences. Do we argue or do we try to learn from one another? Ranae chooses the latter. Beyond the TV screens and interviews, Ranae Holland's biggest goal is to inspire young people, especially those who dream of becoming scientists or explorers. She encourages kids to think for themselves, saying, "I want kids to know that it doesn't matter what an expert on TV thinks. It's up to you to do the research and push the boundaries of your own curiosity and intellect." That message hits deep. She doesn't want children to just accept what others say, even what she says. She wants them to question, investigate, and form their own conclusions. In a time when information spreads faster than truth, her words are a call to slow down and think critically. For Ranae, real power comes not from believing everything, but from asking why. Her life teaches us that science and empathy can walk hand in hand. You can question without judging. You can doubt without dismissing. You can explore without losing your sense of wonder. She reminds everyone that believing or not believing isn't the most important thing. What truly matters is staying curious, asking questions, and keeping an open heart toward other people's experiences. In a world that often feels divided, her message stands out more than ever. Be curious, be kind, and never stop asking why. But how did Ranae Holland become such a respected voice? What inspired her to follow this path? What keeps her grounded and motivated today? And how is she doing now? After years of exploring mysteries and inspiring others to think for themselves, the start of something bigger. Ranae Holland's story began in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, right in the heart of the American Midwest. Growing up in the 1970s, she was introduced to the Bigfoot craze by her father, a professional daredevil who lived life on the edge. He wasn't just a thrill seeker, he was a storyteller too. And through those stories about strange creatures, mysterious forests, and unexplained sightings, he sparked Ranae's lifelong curiosity. Together they spent hours watching Bigfoot movies, television specials, and documentaries. They read books about mysterious footprints found in remote woods. Those quiet father-daughter moments planted a seed, not just of belief, but of fascination. But life at home wasn't always easy. Her father's rebellious lifestyle eventually led him to federal prison, leaving Ranae to face the reality of a broken home. Those years shaped her into a thinker, someone who questioned, who searched for truth, and who refused to simply accept what others said without evidence. Seeking a fresh start, Ranae left South Dakota and moved to Seattle, Washington, a place known for its green forests and rugged coastline, the kind of wilderness where Bigfoot legends are still whispered today. At first, she worked as a veterinary technician, caring for animals like llamas, exotic cats, and other fascinating creatures. But that wasn't enough. Ranae wanted to understand animals in their natural world, to study how they lived, how they interacted, and how every living thing fits into nature's design. That passion led her to the University of Washington, where she earned her Bachelor of Science in Aquatic and Fishery Sciences. There, she joined the renowned Alaska Salmon Program, one of the oldest and most respected research groups in the country. For more than a decade, Ranae built her career as a field biologist. Her work took her deep into the wild, through the rivers and forests of the Pacific Northwest and the remote wilderness of Alaska. She worked with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and other private organizations, studying the behavior of salmon, steelhead, and the majestic brown bears that feed on them. Her research focused on the delicate balance between species, how the bears depend on the salmon, and how salmon migrations influence the entire ecosystem. That kind of work isn't easy. It involves long days in the field, unpredictable weather, and challenging conditions. But Ranae loved it. She loved the quiet of the wild, the thrill of discovery, and the deep satisfaction of gathering real data to help protect nature. Over the years, she discovered how closely all living things are connected, how the actions of one species can affect the life of another. This deep understanding helped her develop a special way of seeing the natural world, a perspective she later brought into a bigger discussion: the search for Bigfoot. That new journey changed her life in ways she never expected. But what new doors opened for her? How did she handle the surprises that came her way? And what did she learn from stepping into a world full of mystery and belief? The skeptical scientist. When you think about the world of Bigfoot hunting, it's easy to picture wild forests, night vision cameras, and excited researchers whispering into the darkness. But among all the mystery and excitement, Ranae Holland stood out. Not because she claimed to have seen Bigfoot, but because she wasn't sure she ever would. The biologist who became famous as the skeptical scientist on the hit TV show Finding Bigfoot. From the start, Ranae made her position very clear. She didn't believe in Bigfoot, at least not without solid scientific proof, but that didn't mean she closed her mind. In fact, her open-minded curiosity and her respect for both science and human experience made her one of the most admired figures on the show. While the other investigators were passionate believers searching for evidence of the mysterious creature, Ranae brought balance. She reminded the team and the audience that curiosity and critical thinking can exist together. You can be open to possibilities while still demanding evidence. Over the years, she has become more than just a TV personality. She has turned her career into a lifelong mission to inspire curiosity, teach science, and encourage people to explore the world with both wonder and logic. In 2011, Ranae Holland stepped into the public eye as part of Animal Planet's hit series Finding Bigfoot. Unlike her teammates, many of whom were passionate believers, but Ranae took on a different role. She became a skeptical scientist. She didn't claim Bigfoot was real, but she didn't dismiss the idea either. Instead, she listened to witnesses, to stories, to evidence, and used her scientific training to analyze every clue. Her years studying bears and salmon gave her a rare kind of insight. She could tell the difference between an animal track and a human print. She could read the landscape like a book, understanding what belonged and what didn't. While she often challenged her teammates' beliefs, she did it with empathy and respect. She wasn't there to mock anyone. She was there to remind viewers of something vital, that curiosity and critical thinking can coexist. From her very first episode, she became known as the voice of reason. Fans quickly gave her the nickname the skeptical scientist and even the Ranae because she wasn't afraid to speak her mind. Her approach earned respect, even from people who disagreed with her. Or she represented what many viewers loved about the show. It wasn't just about chasing legends, but about how people think, what they believe, and how curiosity drives us all. Even while the cameras rolled, Ranae never stopped being a scientist. When she wasn't filming Finding Bigfoot, she was back in the field, working on fisheries projects, collecting samples, or teaching about environmental conservation. Her work with NOAA and other research groups has taken her to some of the most remote places in North America: Prince of Wales Island, British Columbia, the Olympic Peninsula, and the Coast Mountains of Oregon. Interestingly, these are also famous Bigfoot hotspots. During her travels, she met residents, biologists, and even Native American tribal representatives, many of whom shared their own Bigfoot stories and traditions. Rather than dismissing these accounts, Ranae listened closely. She saw these moments as opportunities to understand the cultural and emotional meaning behind the legend. She often said that every story, whether based in fact or folklore, tells us something about how people connect to nature. These experiences helped her appreciate the mystery of the natural world even more. While she still maintains there is no scientific proof that Bigfoot exists, she remains open to evidence that might appear one day. For Ranae, skepticism isn't about saying no. It's about saying, "Show me, let's find out together." When Finding Bigfoot ended its initial run after several years later returning for a reunion special on Discovery Plus, Ranae didn't fade from the spotlight. Instead, she used her platform to reach new audiences. She began speaking at schools, universities, and conferences. She attended events like the Ohio Bigfoot Conference and the Oscoda Bigfoot Bash, not to promote belief in Bigfoot, but to promote belief in science. Her goal is to show that science isn't about shutting down imagination, it's about expanding it responsibly. Throughout her career, Ranae Holland has built a remarkable legacy that connects two very different worlds, science and popular culture. Her journey began with a strong academic foundation. She earned her Bachelor of Science degree from the University of Washington, where she was selected for the Alaska Salmon Program, a highly respected opportunity for young field biologists. This experience helped shape her love for research and the natural world. Over the next decade, she worked with NOAA and other ecology organizations, spending years in the field studying fish behavior, habitat restoration, and species conservation. Her research added valuable knowledge to the scientific community and deepened her understanding of how nature works. Ranae's career took an unexpected turn when she joined the television show Finding Bigfoot. For 7 years, she shared her scientific mindset with millions of viewers, showing what curiosity, evidence, and healthy skepticism look like in real life. Beyond television, Ranae became an international speaker, using her voice to promote curiosity, critical thinking, and environmental awareness. Her TEDx talk and public appearances inspired many to explore science with open minds and compassionate hearts. Through all of this, she has remained committed to promoting rational thinking. Ranae continues to challenge misinformation and reminds people that true understanding comes from asking questions, not from jumping to conclusions. Her ability to move between the world of science and the world of storytelling makes her one of the most respected science communicators of her generation. What truly sets Ranae Holland apart is not just what she does, but how she does it. She approaches every project, whether it's a TV episode or a field expedition, with the same attitude: honesty, curiosity, and respect. She doesn't attack people who believe differently. Instead, she listens. She understands that belief in Bigfoot often comes from deep cultural stories, family traditions, or personal experiences. Her empathy allows her to connect with people while still staying true to science. That balance between heart and logic is rare. It's what makes her an effective communicator and a role model for young scientists, especially women entering fields that are still male-dominated. She has often spoken about how her time on Finding Bigfoot helped her grow as both a scientist and a person. It taught her that the search for truth isn't just about finding answers, it's about understanding people. Whether she's in a lab, a classroom, or deep in the wilderness, Ranae continues to show that science can be compassionate and skepticism can be kind. Today, Ranae Holland remains active in both science and public life. She continues her research in fisheries biology, oceanology, works on environmental restoration projects, and delivers talks and workshops across the United States. She hasn't stopped exploring, only expanded her focus. Her mission now is broader than the question, does Bigfoot exist? It's about helping others ask better questions about the world around them. She often explains that science isn't about knowing everything. It's about having the courage to keep searching, even when things don't make sense yet. But to truly understand how she became so well known, we need to look back at the show that shaped her journey, how it all started, what it became, and where it's headed today. The show that made it happen. Finding Bigfoot first aired on May 29, 2011. It ran for 7 years, ending on May 27, 2018, with a special episode that came out later in 2021. The show followed 4 dedicated researchers as they traveled across America and sometimes beyond, chasing leads, listening to witness stories, and exploring dark forests in search of the mysterious creature that people have called Bigfoot, Sasquatch, or simply Squatch. Even though the team never found solid proof of Bigfoot's existence, the show became a huge hit. Fans tuned in week after week to watch their night adventures, their excitement, and their debates. Critics might have called it far-fetched, but audiences loved it, making Finding Bigfoot one of Animal Planet's top-rated shows for years. The team behind Finding Bigfoot had a perfect mix of personalities, believers, researchers, and a skeptic. First, there was Matt Moneymaker, the founder and president of the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, or BFRO. Matt was the true believer, confident that Bigfoot was out there and determined to prove it. Then came James Bobo Fay, the friendly, outdoorsy Bigfoot enthusiast. He was known for his humor and willingness to act out how a Bigfoot might walk, sound, or even behave, sometimes wearing costumes or making loud calls into the night. Next is Cliff Barackman, another experienced researcher and one of the most analytical members of the group. Cliff is known for his deep knowledge of footprints, patterns, and eyewitness behavior. And finally, Ranae Holland, the scientist and skeptic. Ranae joined the team not as a believer, but as a scientist who wanted to explore the mystery with an open yet rational mind. Her presence kept the group balanced, often reminding viewers that science should guide the search, not just passion or belief. One of the fun things Finding Bigfoot brought to pop culture was a whole new vocabulary. Fans started using words like squatch, short for Sasquatch, and squatching, meaning going out to search for Bigfoot. If a forest seemed like the perfect place for a sighting, the team would call it squatchy. They even joked that Washington State was the squatchiest place in America because of its dense forests and the many reported sightings there. Over time, these words became part of the fan community, showing just how much the show influenced pop culture and language. Animal Planet faced criticism for Finding Bigfoot, especially when people compared it to another of their controversial shows, Mermaids: The Body Found. Some viewers felt both were too unrealistic, but Bobo Fay quickly defended his show, saying, "You can't compare Bigfoot with mermaids." Even the Finding Bigfoot team had complaints, not about the search, but about how the show was edited. In the first season, Animal Planet's editing made it seem like the team couldn't identify a horse or a person in one of their night scenes. That false suspense upset the cast so much that they threatened to quit unless the producers promised to stop exaggerating events like that. Afterward, the editing style improved, and the team continued their search with a focus on real investigations rather than manufactured drama. Despite the criticism, Finding Bigfoot became one of Animal Planet's top shows. Its popularity even led to 2 spin-offs. The first, Finding Bigfoot, Further Evidence, re-aired episodes of the show with extra facts and behind-the-scenes insights popping up on screen. The second spin-off, Finding Bigfoot, Rejected Evidence, was an online-only series. In it, executive producer Keith Hoffman showcased clips and footage that didn't make it into the main episodes, things the team thought were interesting but not strong enough to prove anything. These spin-offs kept fans entertained and curious long after the main series ended. Of course, not everyone was impressed. Some Bigfoot enthusiasts made fun of the show for never actually finding anything. They joked that if the team ever truly captured Bigfoot on camera, the world would know about it instantly long before any episode aired. Still, fans loved the adventure. The mix of excitement, campfire storytelling, and night hunts made Finding Bigfoot a kind of modern-day myth-chasing series. It reminded people of something deeper, our human desire to explore the unknown. Whether you believe in Bigfoot or not, the show tapped into that childlike curiosity we all have. The urge to believe there's still mystery left in the world. In the end, Finding Bigfoot never actually found the creature it was searching for, but it did find something just as powerful: people's imagination, the excitement of exploration, the mystery of the wilderness, and the hope that something amazing might still be out there, waiting to be discovered. And while Ranae Holland spent years searching and working hard on the show, what was her life like away from the hunt? Especially for someone who never actually believed in Bigfoot from the start. Life beyond science. When it comes to her personal life, Ranae Holland has always been open about one thing: her truth. She doesn't have a husband. Ranae proudly identifies as a lesbian and has mentioned having a loving female partner. However, she has chosen to keep that part of her life private. The identity of her partner and whether the two are married has never been publicly confirmed. Ranae believes that while her work and her advocacy are public, her relationships deserve a space away from the spotlight. In interviews and talks, she has occasionally referred to her lady partner, showing quiet pride in her personal life, but without revealing more than she wishes to. It's a balance between authenticity and privacy, something not easy to maintain in a world where people often demand to know everything. But when Ranae isn't out in the field or speaking on camera, she's somewhere that brings her peace: the great outdoors. She loves fly fishing, hiking, camping, and kayaking. These aren't just hobbies for her, they're her way of reconnecting with nature, grounding herself after long days of research and travel. You'll often find her sharing glimpses of her adventures on social media: a clear river sparkling under the sun, mist rising over a quiet lake, or the golden glow of sunset through tall pine trees. For Ranae, these are not just beautiful moments, they are reminders of what truly matters. When she's in the city, she enjoys a different kind of adventure. You might spot her exploring a cozy coffee shop, attending a live concert, or trying out new local restaurants. She enjoys discovering new experiences, whether it's a quiet cup of coffee or the energy of live music filling a crowded room. Beyond her love for exploration, Ranae also embraces her role as a proud member of the LGBTQ+ community. Through her visibility and advocacy, she inspires others to live authentically and to know that being true to oneself is not just important, it's powerful. She talks openly about inclusivity and belonging, especially in spaces like science and outdoor exploration, where diversity still has room to grow. But if you really want to understand who Ranae Holland is, you have to look beyond the scientist, beyond the woman who questions legends like Bigfoot. Out there in the wild, you find the real Ranae, the outdoors woman, the adventurer, the thinker who believes that nature holds more truth than myths ever could. Her outdoor journeys are more than escapes. They're part of her identity. She once described the outdoors as her true classroom, where she learns the most about life and herself. When she casts her fishing line into a rushing stream, it's not just about catching fish. It's about patience, connection, and presence. being in tune with the world around her. For Ranae, the wilderness has always been her sanctuary. She finds freedom in the rhythm of the waves and comfort in the lance of the woods. To her, the sound of wind through the trees can be just as powerful as a scientific discovery, a reminder that life's greatest truths often exist in the simplest moments. She often encourages her followers and fans to do the same, to put down their phones, step outside, and reconnect with the living world. Because, as she says, curiosity begins with experience, and experience begins when you step out the door. Through her work, her words, and her way of living, Ranae Holland teaches something deeply meaningful, that science isn't just about data and evidence. It's also about wonder, about looking at the world and asking why or how. It's about being humble enough to admit that we don't know everything and brave enough to keep searching anyway. Her life is proof that you can be both a skeptic and a dreamer. She may not believe in Bigfoot, but she believes in discovery, in compassion, and in living truthfully. So whether she's kayaking through quiet waters speaking to young scientists, or enjoying a concert in the city, Ranae Holland continues to live with purpose. She shows that you don't need to chase legends to live an extraordinary life. Sometimes it's enough just to chase the horizon. But what do you think about Ranae Holland's take on Bigfoot? Share your thoughts in the comments below.